is in Norfolk, Virginia, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. Fans have been collecting outside SB Ballard Stadium since this morning and looking forward to get this one started. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Monarchs will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Snagged in the middle, it's Cox. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That QB is absolutely going to buy all the hog mollies up front a steak dinner tonight. My goodness, when you have that much time in the pocket, I think I could be successful. And I don't even like quarterbacks who want to play quarterback.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a 3rd down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. 1st and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession and force a field goal.
Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. He'll start this drive firing. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Bringing the heat. Complete to the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to Jones. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. The Monarchs are rolling down the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Monarchs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, ODU. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point was good. Coming out with it, it's Cox. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. On the move, he fires. Grabbed over the middle. It's Butler. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude can throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Got a man, it's Lott. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Monarchs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Butler. Turning it on. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Cox. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his back in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return. And the Monarchs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Monarchs.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second and short now after that completion. Looking to fire. He's taking the shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to...
What a cut. Now he's loose. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it, make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Butler. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot. And
there he goes.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Off play action on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Got his man to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
Takes a hit as he fires. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cox. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Middle Tennessee Tennessee offense will go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this one.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Under fire. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back.
Makes a grab to the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Prince. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's blocked. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
First down for this offense. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Going to try to get it himself. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Monarchs have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Quarterback keeps it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Roach.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He'll toss it. He'll get it inside. inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So the final period starts with a second down play. The handoff keep working on that clock. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart. He still has the...
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The Monarchs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Oh, they're after him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They want to get this defense on its heels. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Hunt. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's locked. At the 35, he's got room. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
From the gun, the ground game. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement.
He'll take a shot. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The quick out.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Game on the line. Offense has the ball. Down one score, time winding down. What is better than this? And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Roach. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
I love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Muscling ahead on third and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hubbard. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
good time to ingest. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Roach. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Shotgun snap on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's Thomas. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this, sometimes it creates...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there's something to be said for knowing on offense when the play is over. That guy didn't know that. It's a huge loss, and now they're right back to the line of scrimmage trying to go fast.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. It's Roach. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Monarchs will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. And he'll... pulls it on the bootleg fake. He fires one deep over the middle. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He'll be stopped. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Monarchs want to move quickly.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He'll start this drive going to the air. He makes a catch. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw. Rushes on him. Looking to buy time. On the run deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a third down. Sends it back in motion. Now adjusting. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it for a big play. They get him down on the play, and this big-arm sophomore is not afraid to show off the gun.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Fires to the middle. Got his man. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Monarchs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the gun. Trying to get rid of it. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Great place to start for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Gets rid of it. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he will take it in. And the Monarchs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 2nd down. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The offense changing the play. With the catch, it's Butler. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. And the Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Grab behind the line. It's Roach.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Monarchs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Offense lining up quickly. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Blasted as he lets it go. They
makes a connection.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Monarchs want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. Touchdown! Oh! They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. This time on target. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Looking for a gap. It's Roach. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Monarchs have their offense in high gear. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. Lost one deep down the right side. He caught it.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly.
And he takes it in from... This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to bull his way in. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Man, that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Firing to the right, complete. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Monarchs will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Under fire. He wants it all. Wideout trying to get it in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. 2nd and goal coming up. Trying to pound it in. And they're going to put a... Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. 3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. At midfield, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. Touchdown! They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's a heat. Caught in the backfield. It's Roach. Turning it on. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Runs through a tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Fires left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
It's complete on the right side, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Off the play fake on 1st down, to throw. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Monarchs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Pressure coming. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. And he motors him. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. And as he throws, it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Finally. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the air on first down. Using his feet to buy time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Monarchs in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
There he goes. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
And the Monarchs are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Gonna run it. It's Roach. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time. 2nd and 6. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. The short hands. It's Butler. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Monarchs are flying down the field. The give from the gun. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So 1st down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it, and he will. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. snagged in the middle. It's Roach. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Monarchs with the 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Roach. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not...
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in. Touchdown, Monarchs! Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.